Thanks for the generous introduction. Just a small introduction. I started a corporate practice way back in 2011. Today, I have a team of 22 people, and we've got various departments like the sales, the back office, the research, financial planners, digital marketing guys. So when they first approached and said that you need to talk on how to build a corporate in 10 minutes, I said, hey, look, that's not going to happen. So he said, okay, let's at least give people some dipsticks on how to start. So this is the masterclass, a very short one, just to help individual MFDs to start thinking towards becoming a corporate player, or getting out of an individual practice to hiring people and the next step. So the first is that create an identity for the business. Give the name to the business. Have some name in mind. Maybe it may not be a proprietorship company. It may not be your different ARN, but at least have a name. And because you have a name, you would have a logo and an emblem. So that's your first identity, which comes on your visiting card, which comes on your letterhead, which comes in many places. It also comes on a board. Then the next thing which you should do is build a website. Website is not very expensive. You can build a very small and a very basic website, but building a website means that you need to write what you do, what you are, what has been your experience, what kind of products you offer. It's generally financial planning, mutual fund, insurance and all, but make it a point to put it on your website that this is what we do, rather than just having website which says you start an SIP with this much and then you go here and there and all. So first thing in the website is what you should put up, that what you do. Then it should have contact us, where people can figure out that where you are, which part of Bangalore are you based out of, and contact you. It should also have a form, which means that if you have visitors on your website or some of your friend or relative refers you, people get onto your website and fill a form, and then you get an indication that this is a person who's trying to get in touch with you, and you can get the contact information and get in touch. The most important thing on the website is the client login. All of you would have your own software or a client's login for the software. So it's very necessary to have that, because that helps the more number of footfalls on your website. So more number of traffic comes to you on your website, and automatically Google crawls and brings your website up. So these are some very basic things which you require, because now from an individual you're creating a complete different identity, and that's where you need that. WhatsApp business. There's a lot of things WhatsApp business can do for a small business like yours. The first thing you should do is take a complete different number and start a WhatsApp business there. So once you have a WhatsApp business, there are a lot of advantages that it creates. One is that you can have a catalog, which means that whichever are your favorite funds which you want to market, and co-branding, which is what a lot of fund houses provide today, you can upload them on your phone itself, so that as soon as any of your client wants to get in touch with you, he goes through the catalog and figures out, oh, this is something good, is what he can check with you and ask for it. You can create various broadcast lists. So one list which will have all your clients, and you wish them happy Holi, happy Diwali, happy Independence Day. Then another list which will help you get through them with updates like this is the budget coming up, these are the pointers, what is the takeaway for you, monetary policy, and so on and so forth. So various list helps you understand whether a client, or helps you get in touch with a client who's active, passive, not so very active, and someone really very old. But you just, once and twice you do a broadcast, at least you are a part of their list also. There's also one very interesting function of WhatsApp business. It's called labels. So some client calls you up or sends you a message, and you're in between a lot of things. You just label that, saying that, okay, I'll do this at 6 p.m. Label the most important one as a green label that I need to do this now. It helps you organize. Otherwise, what happens is that if you have too many clients getting in touch with you, you get somewhere lost. So this helps you organize. So technology is always there, but we have to spend time in understanding how it's going to be used. So for all the people who feel that no, I don't think I can do this, at least spend about 2 or 3 hours in a week, to find out what are the new things which are there, or learn from your younger generation. They will come up with much faster ideas of how this is operated and how that's done. Build a LinkedIn account. Generally, I see that a lot of MFDs who've been there in the business, I try to look out for them on the LinkedIn. I don't find them. So the same thing happens when one client refers or talks about you to another client. The other guy says, okay, what's the name of your guy? Then, he spells out your name. And then this guy Googles, and as soon as he Googles, he doesn't find you anywhere. So maybe if he doesn't get good information about you, he may not be so keen to actually reach up to you. So have a LinkedIn account, write your qualifications, write your experience, write before being a MFD, what were you doing? All this matters, and link all your existing clients. So this linking of client helps in a way that if there's someone who's reached out to you and then he sees that this old friend of mine is also connection to this guy, maybe he calls up the other guy and checks up about you, and that's how the networking happens, and then that's how you build credibility over the net. A lot of them are still working from home. This is a question which is many times asked. So what should I do? Should I move out of my house to an office or a business center? But what should I do? Here I'm all alone. Why unnecessarily pay the rent? I hardly sit in the house also. I keep meeting clients. I keep moving here, there. So going forward, as compared to maybe 2011 to 2014, even I met a lot of clients. And I was kind of always meeting up and always on the road. Later, we settled down saying that, okay, I think only a normal phone call will do, and clients would kind of get convinced because I have a rapport with them. As time moved forward, COVID came, we all got used to Google Meets, Zooms and all. And then today maybe I do very few physical meetings, and even my team is not so very high on them. So we've realized one thing, that an office is necessary. One, because it gives you a lot of concentration. First of all, you have no background noise, and you have your limited number of hours, and because you have a very high concentration, you complete that. Now the question is that, WeWorks and all these are so expensive, should we really spend that? So my experience has been that, when I moved way back in 2011 from my house, when I was like anyone else working out of home at that point of time. So I looked at something which would be affordable to me. That time the AUM was very, very less than 5 crores kind of AUM. But I still looked out for some options. So there's fairly large office, and they had some more space in their office. So I walked to him and asked, can you give me just one space in your office? So he said, okay, that's fine. So I think I paid 5,000 for that. And then he got this idea of, giving up workstations. And today also, if someone tries, maybe in their budget, they do find something like that to move out of their office. And once you move out of your home and start working from an office, that means you have an official address. And that official address shows up. So as soon as you have an official address, you update that on your website, you update that on your visiting card, and it looks more professional. People will ask you, hey, where are you based out of? I'm based out of Bangalore, this place. And it becomes more formal. As soon as you get that, you update that on Google My Business. That brings the best and the highest level of credibility. As soon as you put it on Google My Business, or you register on Google My Business, that means you're an identity on the internet. and you're an identity, then you use that link and send it to a lot of your clients and say, hey, look, rate me. You've been doing business with me for so many years now. Give me a rating, give me a 4-star, 5-star, write few things about me. As soon as someone like that writes, and the next reference checks on you, and then he sees, hey, look, he has a LinkedIn account, this fellow has a business, this is where his office is, and these are the kind of reviews he's got. Automatically, he starts calling you. And Google also helps you with the phone number and all, and right from the phone itself, he can call you, and he doesn't need to think that, did I save his number or did I not save his number? It's very easy to reach up with people. Hiring the first set of employees. The most toughest part, people ask me this question many times. Oh, you hire employees, then what if he goes? Hire the next one. So this is a continuous process. Employees do not always stay with you for a longer period of time, but till the time they stay with you, you have to ensure that they're productive. So my very first employee was an office boy, a runner boy, a part-time runner boy. I didn't even have an office, so I used to work out of someone else's office. So I put a free ad on Sulekha saying that, I want someone part-time only to pick up and drop applications. And I found someone got in touch with me and said, I can do this for you. Way back in 2012, I would have paid him some 3,000 rupees. But he did my job. He went to the client's place. He picked up the application. We were still about that time when we had applications and checks. Xerox it and then go to the fund house and then submit it, get the stamp and all those things. So it was done. So I focused mainly only on client acquisition. Focused more on what I'm going to talk in the meeting, be prepared for going to the meeting. So that was my first employee. And the second employee was someone who had a secretarial background, because a lot of work which is not productive or mundane kind of work needs to be delegated. Generally, the word secretary is for someone who is very high CEO and this and that. So hiring a person like that when you are absolutely single may look really weird, but that's exactly what you want. You want someone to fix meetings for you. You want someone to complete the paperwork for the fund house. You want someone to complete the nomination update and bank update and this update. So for all that, you may just require someone with basic skills, basic communication skills and basic writing and understanding kind of skills. So that was my second employee, and she would generally do all this for me. A small dipstick to figure out who can be your employee is that someone in the mid-age, someone who has a good experience but doesn't have knowledge. You're not going to get people who are having knowledge because they're not going to work with you. So my first employee had only one condition, that she said, I can't work late hours. I said, fine, good. You can just work for 5 hours. That's more than enough. And I would just pay her for 5 hours, and then, that's how things went on. So the only capital required in our business is human capital, knowledge as well as human capital. So we have to keep investing into that. So the secretary who was who was there with me in 2011, in 2014-15, she started upselling mutual funds. She started talking about NFOs to clients. My office boy, who was just a runner boy, he then started becoming the next level, where he would scan the applications and send it to the clients, where he would scan the application, send it to the fund house. So over a period of time, people upscale. You should also spend time on them. There are instances where people leave, but that's okay. You have to again look for the next employee and again start it from that. General time frame for any employee to learn from you would be anywhere between 4 to 5 months. But their average sticking time is about 1.5 years to 2 years to 3 years. That 2 and 3 years is where you feel you're at peace, because you may be in some kind of meeting, some kind of conference, some kind of client calls you, and you're disturbed. So what I used to do when I used to go to meetings, I used to do call forwarding to her, so the client would never feel that his call was not answered. that's the kind of investment which we did in human capital, and that's about it. That's how we grew over time.
Yep.